Daystar has won!
Welcome to Greyhound Gossip, featuring Peter O'Neill. This is where we take a look at the WA Greyhound racing scene, keeping a close look at what is happening on and off the track.
Keep an eye on the clock. She is brilliant, Miata. She stops the clock, 36.55, a new track record. And a very good morning, everyone, and welcome along to Greyhound Gossip. Exciting time of the year because it is Perth Cup Carnival time, and the nominations close for the Group 1 Sky Racing Perth Cup and Galaxy tomorrow morning, Tuesday the 5th of March, 8:30 Western Standard Time. How many Eastern States raiders will be coming across? We'll be finding that out tomorrow when the fields are drawn. So an exciting time. $200,000 to the winner of the Group 1 Sky Racing Perth Cup and $125,000 to the winner of the Group 1 Sky Racing Galaxy. $13,000 heats to the winner, and of course the $30,000 Group 3 Sky Racing Perth Cup consolation as well. The Keith Harding on Saturday night was the big race here in WA over the weekend, and Eugenius was successful for young Jay Jacobson, and Jay will join us a little bit later on Greyhound Gossip. We also had the Perth Cup Prelude, and that went the way of Sunset Frazier, who was brilliant, getting across from a wide draw and demolishing a very, very classy field in 29.84 in a very strong, and gusty winds on Saturday night. And the Galaxy Prelude, Flying Frida, remained undefeated in 4 starts over the 715 metres, and she defeated a couple of smart ones from South Australia, Victoria, and also, of course, Couch Surfer. So that was Saturday night, and at the beginning of the meeting, we also had some trials before exhibition trials before the Perth Cup. Buddy Manelli went around in 30.01. Trooper Tears flew around, went 29.48, Mapunga Shine 29.86, and then Pearly Tears went over the 600 metres and clocked 34.90. So a couple of the Britain Greyhounds coming across and having an early look at the track. Friday night, the Great Western Final, and Chris Holt's trained Weston Boomer was successful over Al Benson to start off a very good program and weekend for the Holt's Britain Kennel. Let's get into Greyhound Gossip. We're about to head across and find out how Explicit's going, making the final of the Horsham Cup, and he was the pre-post favourite for the Perth Cup Carnival. And we heard a couple of weeks ago he's also running in the Sandgroper as well for the team from Punters HQ. Jason THompson is his trainer, and he joins us on Greyhound Gossip. Good to talk to you, Jason. Good morning.
Yeah, hey, Peter.
You're going very, very well. How's Explicit going?
Yeah, no, he's well. He obviously won ahead of the Horsham Cup on Friday, and went as well as we wanted to see him go, and look forward to seeing how he goes in the final. He's got box 8, which is probably his preferred draw, so we've got no complaints with where he's drawn.
He certainly is flying at the moment, isn't he? And obviously he won't be coming across to Perth for the Perth Cup Carnival, but you must be rapt that you'll be heading across in April for the Sandgroper with him.
Look, knowing that we've got a slot in the Sandgroper, and obviously we knew it some time ago that we've sort of obviously go through the Australia Cup Carnival and then naturally into Horsham. After Horsham, you'll probably go to Shepparton for the Shepparton Cup, and then from Shepparton getting ready for the Sandgroper.
So you'll bypass the Easter egg with him?
Yeah, he won't go to the Easter egg. Just far too much travelling to try and do an Easter egg and then into a Sandgroper, because I'm pretty sure that if you made the final of the Easter egg, then you'd have to back up in the Sandgroper, like you're racing Saturday into Thursday, and obviously, with a Victorian dog, we want to trial him at Cannington, so that's not possible, and I just felt it was just far too much travelling involved to try and do both races. So that's why we're happy to keep him at home and then just get him over in time to trial him, and then into the Sandgroper.
How did the negotiations go, and was it an easy decision for you to bypass that Easter egg and come across for our Rich Sandgroper?
Yeah, no, very easy, because naturally the Sandgroper race that you don't have to run in a heat final. You're just straight into an invitation, albeit it's a slot race, but straight into a big race, and I just sort of thought Cannington seems to suit just, dogs with a bit of speed, which is what he's got, and it's a one-out race. Obviously, big trip to get him over there to trial him, but if you same things involved in Sydney. It's a 3-week series. He's got to travel up there, so it's just a no-brainer really to just bypass that race and get him ready for the Sand Groper. And we've got other dogs heading to Sydney for the Easter egg, so I mean you can only potentially win it with one. You're better off trying to spread them around a little bit, and hopefully if you can have luck in one race, well, it's been a good result.
You've got a few good ones in your care at the moment. How did Tim Zhu get through? I know you had to scratch him, the Australian Cup winner Tim Zhu. How's he pulled up, and will he be nominated for the Perth Cup Carnival, or will you be taking him up for the Easter egg?
No, we only have one dog in the Perth Cup, and that's Transponder. He's in Perth now.
Okay.
He's our only dog. We're actually got in any of the races, nothing for the Galaxy, and there'll only be 2 dogs going to the Easter egg, and that'll be Tim Zhu and Alpha Zulu, and then obviously the only dog we'll have, I should say the only dog. We're sort of hoping if Transponder goes well through the Perth Cup that he potentially might get picked up for the Sand Groper, and if that's the case, well he'll stay over in Perth and head to the Sand Groper as well. Well,
that's exciting news that he is going to be nominated tomorrow morning. The nominations close 8:30 Western Standard Time, because he won the invitation race last year, didn't he? The Top Gun, and what a field that was. The likes of Scalacci in the field, Big Energy, our own elite machine. Wow, she's fast, Jay. That was an elite field, and he was too good on that night.
Yeah, look, he's probably a bit underrated, the dog. I mean, he won the Open Age Pink Diamond race back in sort of July, August in Victoria. Then he won the Adelaide Cup. Then he won the Top Gun. And then he won the special event, the match race on Phoenix night. Ran 29.55 in the Meadows. So he's quite a quick dog, and he's been going around in big races for a long time. And I think if you can draw sort of middle to wide at Cannington, hopefully he'll be pretty well suited.
So will he trial? We didn't see him trial. There was a few I mentioned earlier on, a few Victorians that trialled on Saturday night. Will he trial, or will he have a look at the track before the heats on Saturday?
Yeah, no, he's going to trial. Yeah, he'll definitely be trialling. So he'll have a trial tomorrow at Cannington, and he'll obviously go around in the heats on Saturday. So he's in Perth now, ready to trial tomorrow, and then on into the heats Saturday night.
Outstanding. Looking forward to having the Thompson name back here. Will we see any of the kids? So you must be really proud of what Luke and Holly are doing at the moment on the track.
Yeah, look, very proud of the way they look after the dogs. They do all the racing. Shana and I sort of take a bit of a back seat, just happy to stay at home and watch them. Watch the races at home, and it gives them good responsibility to just take the dogs and do any interviews or whatever they've got to do and look after the dogs, which they do well. So, very proud of what they're doing and obviously the results they're getting.
So if Transponder makes it through to the final, will one of them come across, or are you happy to leave him in the care here?
Yeah, no one will be coming across. It's we only got the one dog over there, and he's pretty adaptable. So we'll all watch him. Hopefully, if he can make the final, just watch him from home.
Good on you. Thanks, Jason, for joining us this morning on Greyhound Gossip. Great to have Transponder across here. Good luck with the 2 Greyhounds, including Explicit, in the final of the Horsham Cup later in the week.
No worries. Thanks, Peter.
Good on you. Jason THompson, Australia's leading trainer, and we'll see that name Thompson in the race book on Saturday, with Transponder being nominated for the Perth Cup. Another greyhound that's likely to be nominated for the Perth Cup was the winner of the Keith Harding on Saturday night. We saw Crumble Manelli successful last year, and there's been some outstanding greyhounds, including all the way back to Flying Machine back in 2012. High Recall won the race. Manjagorda and Shane Williams Williams won at Trice with Ripper Memphis Tiger Town, and a young lady that helps out Shane with the Greyhounds. She won her own first feature on Saturday night, and it went like this. Racing, Bo Cruz got squeezed to the start, showing early speed. In the middle was Eugenius, who works across on the outside of Agent 11 and finds the top. In behind them next was West on Blossom, bumping heavily, Drippin' Tomahawk, Kanyamia. Deep on the track, Bo Cruz goes around all of them. Sunset Mirage caught up in traffic, putting Manelli's last of all down the back. Eugenius leads. Agent 11 trying to hunt up on the inside is second. 3 lengths away was Rippin' Tomahawk, then followed by Kanyamia on the corner. Eugenius out by a length and a half on Agent 11. Eugenius in front for young Jay Jacobson. Eugenius by 2. Second, Agent 11. Third goes to Rippin' Tomahawk, Kanyamia. Yes, Eugenius taking his stake money to in excess now of $73,000, and he was successful for Jay Jacobson, who would have been tickled pink on Saturday night, and she joins us this morning. Jay, congratulations.
Thank you.
How good was that? Your first feature win, and you take out the Keith Harding, and you defeated a very, very smart field.
Yeah, I was happy that he finally he's been around a final for a while, and I'm glad he finally got his victory, and he did it in a way that no one kind of expected.
Yeah, he hasn't really been showing a lot of early speed, but the way he jumped the other night was really, really good for him, and he was able to find the top down the back, and from there he was able to dictate terms.
Yeah, because really that wasn't the game plan at all. Because once we drew box 6, he prefers the inside boxes, and I was kind of hoping he'd be able to camp on something, like get across and camp on something, but he just said, no, I'm going, and see you later. I was like, okay.
He's been such a consistent chaser, hasn't he? And for him to win a feature race like this is great for him and also for you. But he has been placed on 18 occasions. That was his 7th win. He's been such a remarkable, consistent greyhound for you that just gets beaten or gets into a position where he just gets beaten by some very smart dogs in his career. Yeah,
he's been up against the best pretty much since the get-go. He was up against Crumble in the, I should say Mandurah Derby, but up at Northam. And what chance do you have against a good dog like that? But he managed to stay within 3 of him. And I was pretty shocked about that. And I was like, that's kind of when I knew that one day he'd get there. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me because he didn't break in all that crash hot, and when he come home I kind of told him, because he's Lockie and I's first dog that we own and train, and I told him when he come home if he earned 50,000 then he's got a spot forever. And when he hit that I was like, all right, cool, anything from here is just bonus. And he's our pet, or it's my pet. I'm not really allowed to handle him anymore because he doesn't jump for me, but it's all good, I guess. Like, he's going well, and we'll just keep going until he says he's had enough.
You've had that thing in your head, haven't you, that he doesn't jump that well for you. So what was it like? You handled the boss's dog, Rippin' Tomahawk. What was that like from behind the boxes? Obviously, you're handling the old boy Rippin' Tomahawk, who's been such a wonderful chaser for Shane, and he did well to finish 3rd, but your dog's out in front. Yeah,
I was kind of bouncing my eyes between the 2 of them because I always want Nathan to do well, Tomahawk to do well. He's getting on in his career now, and it's like anything he does is just kind of impressive. So, but when Huge was out in front, the whole race I was kind of hoping for one of them to get up. But when Huge got up, I was like, that's just pretty crazy.
Yeah, and for you, and as you mentioned, you and Lockie, your partner, who. The fact that this was your first greyhound that you raced together and he wins this feature final, what was that like to share on Saturday night together?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. Like, we were pretty buzzed the whole way home, and then we kind of got brought back to reality when we had to come home and look after puppies, but that's okay. Actually, it's quite funny because I've got Memphis at home with her puppies at the moment, and Eugene wins the same race that she won.
Yeah. It's quite bizarre, isn't it? How did you treat him? Did he get a cheeseburger on the way home?
Yeah, he got a cheeseburger and an ice cream. And he got a new toy. So he's got an obsession with stuffed toys. So he got a new toy. But Lockie said I'm not allowed to spoil him too much because he's obviously leading up to try and do something in the cup heats. So.
Yeah, so that was my next question. So you win your first feature final, the Keith Harding Canning Trophy, and some good dogs, as I mentioned, Crumble Manelli won it last year. Do you dare to dream and you nominate him tomorrow morning and hope he draws a good box on Saturday?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have very good luck with the box draws, but, I mean, we can only hope, and he's proved me wrong before. I suppose I don't really know who's coming for it or anything like that, and all we can do is just kind of wait for the fields to come out and see if he's got a chance. But he has a habit of upsetting a few people, so he could. And if not, like he's a good place getter too. So Eugene's crying. If he can get into a consolation, that'd be amazing too. Like there's really no pressure on him, but it would just be fantastic.
Would there be pressure on you, young trainer, as I mentioned in the call, coming through? Your family's been involved in greyhound racing and had runners in these big races before, but is there going to be added pressure on you going into the heats of the Perth Cup this week? You've handled greyhounds through the series for Shane and other trainers in the past, but having your own dog in there, is that going to make it extra special?
It would make it extra special. Pressure, probably not. If it was another dog, definitely. But I think because I've just had Eugene for so long, we just kind of stick to routine and go from there. And he'll do his job.
How many greyhounds do you and Lockie have in your care at the moment?
We only have the two. We have Carter, Axelrod and Huge, but we have two coming home soon out of Ripon Memphis.
Yep.
They're at break-in at the moment, so that'll be pretty cool to up the kennel count.
And she's got pups at the moment as well. Is that her second litter?
Yes,
yeah.
That's her second litter.
Okay, very good. What's it like rearing pups yourself?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work, but it's really rewarding, and it's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be another first as well when the first litter come home, because it'll be ones that I've bred and then owned and raced, so it'll be like the trifecta.
Yeah, that's very good. Just before we let you go, and I appreciate you joining us this morning, and congratulations again for that big win on Saturday night. You mentioned that Eugenius celebrates with a cheeseburger and an ice cream on the way home. So how do you and Lockie celebrate?
Not sure yet. Try and get a night off and go out and probably eat a lot of seafood.
Good on you. Well done. You deserve it. Well done. Congratulations. Great to see young people winning these feature races, and you're a shining light in WA greyhound racing. Congratulations. Good luck in the heats of the Perth Cup this week.
Thanks, Pete.
Good on you.
Good one.
So Jay Jacobson joining us on Greyhound Gossip, and it is going to be an exciting time. The nominations close for the Group 1 Sky Racing, Perth Cup and Galaxy tomorrow morning, 8:30 Western Standard Time. I spoke earlier on this morning. I haven't had a response yet from Jason Sharp. He was taking Morton to the vets. Nothing serious, and he said he just wanted to make sure that he is okay, and I haven't heard back on whether or not he will be nominated tomorrow morning. And, of course, we'll hopefully see some classy runners like we saw last year. Elite Machine, the winner of the Perth Cup, and First Pick, the winner of the Galaxy. We had some outstanding racing on Saturday night in preparation for that. And the nominations, as I mentioned, for the Group 1 Sky Racing Perth Cup, $13,000 to the winner of each of the heats. And the nominations close 8:30 Western Standard Time tomorrow morning. $200,000 to the Group 1 Sky Racing Perth Cup, and $125,000 to the winner of the Group 1 Sky Racing Galaxy. $30,000 for the Group 3 Sky Racing Perth Cup. Exciting time. That all happens tomorrow. Later on today, we have greyhound racing coming in from Cannington, with the first race of 12 there getting underway at 11 minutes past 6.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelpline.org.au.